I just want to talk about loving hot drinks like coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot apple cider. But there's ways that we can make them a little healthier.
Oh, a healthy hot drink.
Yeah.
That's even better.
It is better.
Hot, delicious drinks. It's Hunt for Wellness. Episode number 75. Hello, welcome to Hunt for Wellness. I am John Hunt.
And I'm Christy Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for your great wellness. Check it out at waterdistillers.com. Ooh, hot drinks.
Yes.
I love hot drinks.
I know.
Particularly those that include a little coffee in them.
Of course you do.
But there's a variety of hot drinks that people do, especially this time of year. And where we're from is Minnesota. It's a little cold. Love to have a hot drink. Sometimes I just like holding on to the cup.
I know. That's another benefit.
Yeah. So
It warms you up.
But I have a feeling that we're not just talking about coffee or tea in general. We want to add a little fun to them.
Add some spice.
Spice, or maybe even an essential oil or two.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you thinking today?
Well, I just want to talk about loving hot drinks like coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot apple cider. But there's ways that we can make them a little healthier.
Oh, a healthy hot drink.
Yeah.
That's even better.
It is better because, you're still getting your same great taste, maybe even better, probably better.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing is using organic coffee.
Yes.
That is really important because there are so many herbicides and pesticides used on conventional coffee.
I heard they use formaldehyde too, somehow in the process, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was just focused on the growing.
Yes.
And
the growing of the
conventional coffee is one of the most heavily chemically treated foods in the world.
Wow.
Steeped in synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and insecticides. So those actually go into the bean.
Yeah.
And then you're drinking those. So you don't want to drink that. So just switching over to organic coffee is going to be a real plus.
Yeah, and it's fairly readily available.
Oh, yeah. We drink it all the time.
Yeah, so
you can get it at Costco. You can get it
absolutely
at Target. You can, all your common shopping places, and of course the health food store.
And even like at the one at Costco, it's not that much more expensive or less expensive than everything else.
Right.
It's one area where organic has not been, price gouging because you're getting organic,
Right. So just switching to organic coffee is going to be really
that's good.
Good plus for everybody. And then just adding some, the other thing is people put milk in their coffee, and of course organic milk is going to be better than conventional milk.
That's true. Or alternative milks.
Alternative milks. I love oat milk in the coffee. Yeah. I do not like almond milk in the coffee. I don't know why the coffee shops have that, because it just, to me, it tastes pretty bad. But anyway.
A lot of people put soy milk in. I've never understood that.
Well, soy is also got tons of chemicals and GMO'd, and so
it's got to be real careful.
You need, if you're going to do soy, be sure to do organic.
Yeah.
On that one, which I don't know that they serve that, but so you just want to do organic things so that you're not getting the herbicides and pesticides.
Awesome.
As much as you can. And then it's super fun to add some flavors.
Yes, I know you. Now, I kind of just like your plain old black Americano.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I'll get the mocha because I like a little chocolate. But a lot of people love all these different
flavors.
Like someone like you, for example. So you're going to share these recipes because they're your favorites.
They are my favorites.
Okay.
Well, my really, really big favorite is cardamom and orange.
Ooh.
So you can either do like a 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom spice or a drop of cardamom vitality essential oil and a drop or 2 of orange vitality essential oil.
Yeah.
Into the coffee, I like to add a little sweetener, which I do maple syrup or stevia. Stevia has no calories. Maple syrup, a tablespoon is about 50 calories.
Nice.
And I typically use oat milk. John makes me the latte in the latte machine.
The latte machine, yes, which is fun.
Love that. Yes. And then I just mix these up in like a shot glass.
Yep.
The maple syrup, the cardamom, the orange, and then mix it together and then pour it into the coffee or the latte. You can make it in a cup of coffee.
Are we going to put the recipe to this on the podcast page?
Yes.
Okay, so if you go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, episode number 75, you can get the recipes if you didn't memorize everything you just said.
But what's so great, like for the cardamom, if you look up the properties, first of all, it's like got this warm, beautiful flavor. So good. So reminds me of Sweden, which I love Sweden. We have the Sweden heritage and been there many times. Supports digestive system. It's calming. It's refreshing. It's invigorating. It helps clear confusion. These are things that spice does. And so it's similar to ginger, but less strong and less kind of irritating.
Right.
I love ginger too. And ginger is great for digestive system, but I love cardamom better.
Yeah. Don't they make the cardamom buns too, to go along with your coffee?
Oh my gosh. They make those. Those are in Sweden.
Yes.
And they are so good. I haven't been able to really find them here.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's great for your digestive system as well. So it helps with stress. You know?
Yeah.
No wonder I love it so much.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
And then I love the orange in there. And orange is uplifting. Orange is good for digestion too. Orange is calming. So good for emotions.
Yeah.
So that orange and cardamom is a fantastic blend. I love that so much. Another thing is adding lavender. Like if you heard of lavender lattes.
Ooh, yeah. You see those at the bougie coffee shops every so
right. So 1 drop is all you need for your cup of coffee. And you might want to start with a toothpick swirl. And that is putting a toothpick in a bottle of essential oil. First, you take off that drop reducer off the top, and then put a toothpick, dip that in the essential oil, and then just swirl that toothpick in your cup. Your coffee or your tea or your matcha, whatever you like. But start with that probably first, because sometimes a whole drop is too much. But lavender is calming, emotionally balancing, promotes well-being, supports the nervous system and the skin. I mean, so many things. We call lavender the Swiss Army knife of essential oils, does so many things.
Yes.
So I love lavender.
That's awesome.
But I don't think lavender and coffee go together at night for bed.
Well, probably coffee, unless it's decaf at night, is bad in general.
Right. For your sleep. For your sleep.
Yeah. These are morning drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. Just clarify that.
Yeah. You can use your lavender at night alone for sleep. Okay. Bergamot. Do you know much about bergamot?
I don't.
It's actually a citrus oil.
Oh, okay.
And it's the one in Earl Grey tea.
Oh, okay.
Don't you love Earl Grey tea?
I do. I'm not a big tea drinker, but when I do, I like Earl Grey.
Right. And that's because there's bergamot in there.
Ah, that's
and
what it is.
So it can be added also to like a London Fog, which is the Earl Grey tea with milk in it, basically. And you can add another drop of bergamot, which is so good. I would say either a toothpick swirl or 1 drop. I tried 2 drops, too much.
Too much. Yeah, it's amazing how much. A lot of these, you just need the toothpick swirl and not the drop.
Yeah.
The drop is too much.
So these particular oils, I'm telling you, can be added to coffee, can be added to tea. Cinnamon bark can be added to like the hot apple cider. You know, that's so good. But bergamot is uplifting because all the citrus oils are uplifting. Just like think about when we want to be in sunshine.
Yes.
We just
which
get
is all the time.
Yeah, which is just happy. It's just happy.
Right.
So It kind of may relieve stress and tension. It's refreshing, emotionally balancing. And same with Citrus Fresh, which is a blend of the citrus oils.
Yes.
That is also really good in coffee. I've combined that with cardamom. And again, uplifting, smells so good, calming, stimulates the immune system. And then the other option is peppermint. You can either do peppermint just in your latte or make a peppermint mocha, which would be adding a tablespoon of cocoa. And I recommend a high quality cocoa.
Yeah.
And then I like to add the tablespoon of maple syrup.
You don't need to put a whole drop in, most likely, or does it depend?
I would start with a toothpick swirl.
Yes.
And
depends on how strong you want it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But 1 drop should be plenty for that. It's so good. And the peppermint is digestive support, energizing, invigorating, helps you focus. That's a great one for the morning.
Yeah.
It's got that beautiful minty flavor. And it may support motion sickness. So if you're driving and you have an issue with motion sickness, put some peppermint in your coffee.
Yes.
Or your water or your tea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
I know. So that's so good. And I had a kid that was had issues with motion sickness, and she did not love peppermint. So I'm like, I don't know what to use. I just tried Valor, which was our balancing oil, and that worked really good for her.
Yeah, different things for different. I remember I tried 2 drops of peppermint in a cup of tea, which I very rarely drink, and that one I couldn't drink. It was way too strong.
It was.
So you got to be really careful.
Yeah.
You know, test first. You can always start. You can always add, but you can't subtract.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Toothpick Swirl is a great way to start using vitality oils. And then when you are drinking your oils, use them in glass, ceramic, or stainless steel containers and cups.
Yes.
Not plastic, and absolutely no styrofoam. Just don't drink anything out of styrofoam. It's very toxic substance.
Yeah. And you mentioned Vitality. That's the oils that are in the little white jar or
white label.
Bottles. Yeah, white label bottles. So those are ones that are approved to take internally. So make sure it's got the white Vitality label if you're going to put it in your drink.
Yeah. And it just supports your overall well-being. So why not drink your coffee or your tea or whatever with healthful things in it?
Yes. Good.
Enjoy it even more.
All right.
I have one more thing. We'll put this one on the website.
Podcast page,
but I have this chai spice mix that's so good. And it's the herbs of ginger, cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, cardamom, and clove. And you can use the spices, the ground spices of each of these, or you can use the Vitality essential oil. And so what you do in that case, if you don't have that particular spice, you just put the toothpick in the bottle and soak it in the bottle of essential oil. Like I don't have the powdered or the ground clove. Yeah. So I put a toothpick in there. Yeah. And then soak it. And then I put all these ingredients in a jar, mix them together in a jar, and put the toothpick in there just to like soak in from the jar, from the essential oil container. I take the toothpick out and I put it in the jar with the other spices. So it's just like sitting in there.
Okay.
You know, and the other spices are taking in the clove too.
Yeah.
And then use a half teaspoon of this mixture and I pour it into like a chai tea, like you know that you get those tea bags for chai tea?
Yeah.
They're never strong enough. So you add this little mix in there, half a teaspoon of this also, and a little sweetener and your little milk or whatever to sort of make your own chai latte. It's so good. This like deepens the flavors.
Wow. So yeah, we will post that chai spice mix recipe over on the podcast page, Hunt4Wellness.com, episode number 75, and you can download it right there.
Yeah.
Plus, we'll put links to some of these other oils. So if you do want to purchase, bergamot or whatever it is, you can just go right on there, click there. It'll take you right to the site. It'll put our number in, and you're going to be good to go.
Yeah. And these would also be like good little gifts.
Yeah.
To give people, give them some vitality,
Yep.
Essential oils, and this recipe. And how fun is that?
Absolutely.
Spice up the coffee and the tea.
Very creative gift.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it lasts so long.
Yeah. Well, we know, speaking of long, that this winter is going to be long. It always is here.
Oh,
so
be positive.
Hot, delicious drinks are something we definitely are going to use. You can really use them year round.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add before we wrap it up?
Be healthy and happy this year, this coming up year.
And cheers, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, this episode of Hunt for Wellness brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for your great wellness. Check it out at waterdistillers.com. And here's to another episode